What's up, guys? Welcome back to Project Time Garage. Those of you who are regulars on my channel, you'll remember the little Toyota pickup that we got a few episodes back for free and hauled out of a field. And you'll remember that we got that just because we don't have enough projects to work on this channel, right? There's only like 7 or 8 projects. So yeah, this happened. Yeah, it's another project because, like I said, I need another project. I need a bunch more projects. Plus, I don't want Puddin over at Puddin's Fab Shop to get all the Datsun trucks. Got to save some for the rest of us. That dude pulls home a new Datsun truck out of the junkyard. It seems like every couple of weeks. I'm so jealous. So, true story on this was, it was just too cheap to not buy. It's a 1971 Datsun 521 pickup. And the thing is in really, really good shape. Like, way above average shape. I've been trying to get this truck now for quite a little while, and the seller finally got it worked out so that I could purchase the truck. So needless to say, I immediately ran over there and bought it. My plan for it at this point is to get it up and get it running and kind of decide where we go from there. I'll probably keep it just because it's one of those weird things, and I like just weird stuff, uncommon stuff. So I'll probably end up keeping the truck and just add it to my collection, or my fleet, if you will. But anyway, I don't know what we're going to do with it at this point, but I know that the first few videos are going to be getting the thing up and going and working and moving under its own power and all that. The first thing we're going to do is get the truck to start and move off the trailer. Now it started, it's not one of these barn find things that hasn't ran in a while. It hadn't really been started in about a year, but when I went to get it on the trailer, I was able to get it to run briefly off of carb cleaner. I don't want to do that too much because it tends to wash the cylinder walls down. Plus, I haven't checked the oil and all that stuff. So we actually put it on the trailer manually. I'd like it to be able to back off the trailer on its own power without its own brakes, you know. So we're going to throw a battery on there, check our fluids, and try to get the thing to get up and get running. It shouldn't be a big deal because, like I said, it ran not long ago. So this should be a piece of cake. Famous last words, right? Let's start with that battery and some fuel. We'll just see where we're at. This project's not going to do it itself. I guess we better get to it. Okay, here's the tools of the trade. We have gas, battery, 2-stroke gas, syringe, looks like from a maybe farm supply that I found in the Toyota when we cleaned it out, so I'm sure that's totally sanitary. We're going to use this to take the 2-stroke gas and put it in the carburetor to try to fill the bowls up. And we have a case of drinking water because it's like 300 degrees in Tennessee right now with 1,000,000% humidity. This thing was full of wasps. I'll be surprised if I make it out without getting stung. Look, battery tray. I wonder if that's factory. Next thing we're going to do, check this oil. Make sure it's got one in it. Wow, we're full of oil and it's totally clean. That's beautiful. There again, this truck was driven about a year ago. I think the guy had spent some time getting it back up on the road. I do see a Fram oil filter right off. Yikes. We'll be rectifying that. Most Ricky Tick. Okay. Let's pull the air cleaner lid off of it. Ooh. We'll get a little drink of 2-stroke gas here. This is good because it's already got oil mixed in with it. Really helps those cylinders out for that first start in a while. And I'm just going to ram it right down the bowl vents. Might do it again too. I think that one's full. Let's go to the other. I wonder if there's 2 bowls on this. Don't know, never worked on one. All right. Well, that's probably a good start anyway. Oh, look, we can just pull this right off too. Making all kinds of room today. Cool. Check this out. Here, let me get you some light. There's actually a sight glass, a big sight glass in the front of this thing. So yeah, I have fuel in there. What about the pumper? Does it work? Oh, yep. Yep, I hear fuel squirting. Yeah, I see it leaving. Cool, all right. So we have fuel in it now. What I don't know is the state of the fuel pump. So that's something that we'll have to pay attention to. This battery is like way too big, which is exactly what you want. Plus it's a deep cycle. Don't want any of those shallow cycle batteries. Yeah, that's not treacherous at all, is it? I trust it completely. Have I mentioned it's hot in Tennessee right now? I'm sweating just standing here. I think they need to issue spontaneous combustion warnings. I'm hot. Okay. You think we should put a little bit more fuel in that carburetor? I think so. Let's do that. This won't hurt a bit, little fella. Yeah, I can actually see the float level rising, so that's good. Maybe we give a little bit right down the carburetor there. Okay, you guys watch and tell me if it starts, okay? Well guys, I have nothing, no power at all. Won't do a thing. Either all the electronics are totally shot, or I forgot to hook the battery cables up, both of them. Well, there's your problem. Let's see, this is negative. It goes right to the block, so I'm positive it's negative. And this one goes right to the starter. Oop, so let's tap it. I got a little bit of a draw going on there. Wonder what it is. Okay guys, if it starts, just run. Contact. Now I know this thing. Oh, I see a problem. You guys think that has anything to do with it? I doubt it. I mean, it doesn't need a coil wire to run, right? Maybe it does. Okay, one coil wire hooked back up. Okay, take 3. Small truck 2, Project Time Garage 0. Here we go. are out of gas in the bowl, I bet. Yep, no gas at all. That means our fuel pump is not a fuel pump. Looking at this, here's the fuel pump. It looks like this is the inlet, and it goes over to this really cool fuel filter looking thingy. There's fuel in it. So I guess this is the inlet from the tank coming into the filter. This is the outlet that goes over that the fuel pump sucks from. It comes out here, snakes its way around, and goes in right here. I wonder if we don't just have a sticky needle and seat. So I'll pull this off, assuming that the needle and seat's under there. I don't know, never worked on one of these. So this has a retainer on it, it looks like. Pretty cool. I assume that's a retainer. Let's see. Yep, that's a retainer. Set that aside, promptly lose it. Then we'll pull this off. See what we've got. One of those. And that's awfully dry right there. I think we have a fuel pump that not pump. The no pump fuel pump. That's what I think. Let me turn the key over a little bit. Let's just see if fuel sprays out of there or not. I'm betting not. I got nothing. All right. So yeah, the little needle seat was the problem. It was really filthy down in there, plugged up with debris. So pulled it out, cleaned it. I'm getting fuel to here from a jug. I'll show you that madness here in a second. So the fuel pump's working. I guess all I really have to do is put this back together and we'll get it lit off. See what happens with it. All right, let's give it another whirl here. See if I have just enough fuel to make it go again. Yes, I've got lots and lots of fuel coming up. And I've got lots and lots of leaks too. Gotta figure out where that's coming from. But put my bowl filled up immediately. If it weren't for that bad leak right there, we could take this thing and drive it to Mississippi. Probably not. You sort that mess out. All right, check out the madness I have going on here. This is our racing fuel cell. It's for racing. This is our curly cord fuel hose. The curls give it thermal dynamics that make more power. That's it. Going down to our fuel pump. And we have our leak, I think, taken care of. So let's try to make this thing go. Contact. Yes, yes, yes. Wow, check that out. Okay, it has some idle issues. for the Toyota. Good. I'm sure this is a carburetor overhaul, but hey, it's running, so check that out. Running on 2-stroke gas. See? 2-stroke. Well, now that that works, let's see about getting some fuel from the tank. I'm probably going to regret that, but let's try it anyway. So let's go. Now that it runs, I think we should work on some luxuries, like brakes. If you don't buy your brake fluid in at least that size jugs, you don't have very much junk. All right, so I see that the master cylinder, she's a bone dry. Looks new though, so I think oh, check it out. The window washer jug bag is still intact. Pretty interesting. Yeah, not a sign of brake fluid. That should be plenty. Let's do some pumping. See if we can get anything to get us off this trailer. How about I don't even feel anything at all, period, nothing happening. This is clutch reservoir, right? Or does it have a clutch reservoir? Well, I'll give a little bit more to this too. I'm just going to keep pumping and see what we get. But I'm not getting anything at all. It almost feels like the rod's not even hooked up anymore. So we don't have any brakes, but that's okay. Because if there's one thing that I learned in preschool, it was that flat tires, well, them are brakes in disguise. So tires are junk anyway. So I'm gonna get it off the trailer and I'm gonna try to get it into the garage on 3 flats. Well, 2 really flats and 1 flat and 1 up. Don't care if I ruin the tires, not a big deal. It's getting some new shoes. So you all wish me luck. Take a walk around this thing, just have a look at it. It's in really good shape. Check it out. It's had a tractor paint job at some point in its life, but hubcaps there, emblem. We have mirrors. The wipers are there. Windshield's actually in good shape. Good side vents on both sides. All of the chrome, the door handles and stuff, don't mind me, that's brake fluid. The brake fluid and I had a fight. Even the dog is good. Right, Bailey? Yes, it's good. Check out the bed. How cool is that? Back window's in good shape. Not rusted through. And look, the Japanese even put fuel pump access panels way back then. We have a good tailgate. So supposedly that right there is the original license plate that the truck had whenever it was bought. It was bought right here in this town where I'm at. Well, I guess it was probably bought in Nashville. I think Hippodrome was the closest Nissan Datsun dealer back in those days, but either way, its home was here in Murfreesboro. Coming on around here, somebody has replaced the tailpipe, actually most of the exhaust at some point in the not too distant past. This side's the same way, no rust coming through, no bubbles, no crunchies. The rockers are in pretty good shape. The sheet metal is remarkably straight on the truck. Again, there's that mirror. I'm not sure, I guess that's the original mirror. It's in awfully good shape to be an original mirror, but maybe it is, I don't know. You guys tell me if you know. I wonder if somebody hasn't bought replacements and put them on there at some point. Emblem on this side, the other hubcap is good to go. We even have our original windshield washer squirter head. Datsun emblem. The grill's in pretty good shape. It's nice and straight all the way over until you get to this corner right here. There's been a repair here. You can see, I think that's probably Bondo. Yeah, that's Bondo right there. So this has been crunched at some point and somebody has straightened it, Bondoed it, and painted it. On the inside, so I'm not sure if that's original door panel material or not. I would say it probably might be. But check out all the old oil change stickers. There's a Unical. I'm going to try to get some pictures of those and make out what they say. Got the obligatory Toyota Trucks key fob in the Datsun Nissan. That's normal. Everything in here is nice. 97,000 miles. I assume that's probably really 97 and not 197. Horn still works. How cool is that? And if we start it, oh, the radio works too. Check that out. Can't get demonetized. All the gauges work. I wonder if let's see if the lights work. So headlights. We have low beams. Let's go for high beams. Yep, both of those work. Looks like we have a marker light working there and a marker light not working there. No marker light there. That one works. Both of our marker lights or running lights in the rear work. That marker is out. That marker is out. Let's take a look at the horsepower department here. Don't mind this, I stuck that up there because I was afraid the battery might make contact with the hood and start a whole new range of issues. Anyway, someone's putting an aluminum radiator in it, which I'm fine with. That means it'll stay cool. But there's your data plate there. 96 horsepower at 5,600 RPMs. Yeah. And check that out. That's the original windshield washer bag. That's really neat. Yeah, she's in good shape. It's running great. The AM radio even works. I would like to turn it on, but I don't want to get a copyright violation. Over on this side, check out that glove box. It even has stuff in there. The floors aren't great. We've got a couple of speed holes down there. I guess I can turn these off. Well, what about the fan? Yeah, that works. Pretty cool, huh? Look forward to a lot more of this little truck on my channel. I need to get a few things done. I think actually for now, I think we may just plan to drive this thing around locally, just like it is in just oh man style, right? I love it the way it looks. I think it's perfect. So we'll get tires, brakes, we'll do a carburetor overhaul on it, find out what else it needs to be roadworthy and reliable, and we'll do some riding around in it. So look for some of that next time. Guys, I really appreciate you watching. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, right down here in the corner is my logo. You can click on that, subscribe. I mean, couldn't hurt anything. In fact, you may have less halitosis. That's bad breath. I mean, you never know. It can happen. Don't forget to tell all your friends, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next time.